Welcome to this edition of Jerusalem Dateline. I'm Chris Mitchell. Israel is stepping up security at Jewish communities in Judea and Samaria as the settlements have become popular for Palestinian terror attacks. But in one of the latest incidents, a grocery store owner stopped an attack by using a shopping cart. He called it a miracle. As Julie Stahl reports, it's one bright spot in the midst of many tragedies.
Beit Horon is the third settlement hit by terrorists. They've breached security and killed 2 women in separate attacks. First, mother of 6, Dafna Meir, was murdered defending her home in Otniel. Then, 23-year-old Shlomit Krigman was murdered in Beit Horon. One incident, however, could have been much worse. This is the security fence of Beit Horon. Until now, it's kept the 2,000 residents of this community safe. In a well-planned attack, 2 terrorists jumped the fence, hurled pipe bombs at residents, then headed for this grocery store.
One of my workers see the attack outside, ran into the shop and screamed, "Terrorists, they kill a lady outside."
Grocery store owner Mordecai Shalem took action to avert an even bigger tragedy. A security camera captured his heroic effort.
I take the courage, and when I get to the door, I see in front of me 2 guys with a knife screaming "Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar," and try to stab me. Just what ran in my head, it's don't let them get in. I have in the shop something like 10 children and ladies, not men in the shop, so it's a miracle that they stop outside.
Yigal Dilmoni, a leader in the Jewish communities here, says Israel needs to do more to keep the settlements safe.
Stop the terror. We have to get inside their towns, catch them and find them, like United States doing after 9/11.
More than 400,000 Israelis live in 150 communities in what's known to many as the occupied West Bank. In a statement that some believe excuses the terrorists, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon indicated he understood the Palestinian attacks because of what he called Israel's occupation in the West Bank.
If men like him, that in charge of the peace on the world, understand the killer and the murderer, I think he's a partner to the murder.
Founded in 1977, Beit Horon is built where the biblical town of the same name was situated. Resident and first responder Yehudit Tayar says it's part of the divine inheritance of the Jewish people.
This land has belonged to us since the Bible. Yes, we were evicted, thrown out of our land very brutally, dispersed among the nations, but all through the thousands of years, every prayer, no matter where the Jew is in the world, he talks about the return to Zion, to our eternal homeland.
Julie Stahl, CBN News, Beit Horon.